First and foremost, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. If it wasn't for him, this would not be possible. Low Nose Boxing. Hit the like button, share the video, leave a comment, subscribe. Let's get me to 1,000. I know I haven't been pumping out videos as often as I would like to, but I've been working a lot of hours, and I'm not the type of channel that likes to talk about everything, you know what I mean? I like to talk about things that really get my attention. I'm into technical boxing. I'm into big fights and things of that nature. I'm not with the gossip. That's why I didn't make videos about the Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney scandal. I'm not making videos about the Shakur Stevenson beef with Cameron and the Twitter. I just don't care about that type of stuff. I'm sorry. I'm not the type of bull to fit in with everybody else. That's just me. If I'm not passionate about a certain topic, I'm not going to talk about it. Now, with that being said, what I do want to talk about is a recent interview with Roy Jones Jr., and he was breaking down the 4 kings of boxing. Problem is, it wasn't the 4 kings that he was breaking down. He was breaking down 3 of the 4 young kings of boxing, which is Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Gervonta Tank Davis. He mentioned Ryan Garcia. They have Ryan Garcia on that list, and I have an issue with that right there. You know, all due respect, Roy Jones Jr. is a legend. He's a great fighter. For me, he's a top 10 all-time great, but to not mention Teofimo Lopez among that list is incredible, man. That's out of pocket. Teofimo Lopez is the captain of the new generation of boxing. And what I mean by that is he was the first one to do great things. He was the first one and the only one to actually engage in a 50-50 fight. He was the only one to engage in a fight where he was the actual underdog. He was the first one to become undisputed. Yeah, that's right, undisputed. Even though a lot of people say he wasn't undisputed, and that's due to them enabling the politics of boxing. I'm not going to do that. Teofimo Lopez was the former undisputed champion at 135. He's also the lineal champion at 140 pounds. If it wasn't for politics, he would be undisputed at 140 as well, because he did defeat Josh Taylor when he was the top dog there. Teofimo Lopez, in terms of quality, has the best resume out of everybody on that list as far as the young 4 kings of boxing. He's the only one to face pound-for-pound fighters. He fought and defeated Lomachenko when Lomachenko was top 3 pound-for-pound. He defeated Josh Taylor when Josh Taylor was at least in the bottom of the list, maybe around top 15. Gervonta hasn't done that. Devin Haney hasn't done that. And Shakur Stevenson hasn't done that. Ryan Garcia, if Ryan Garcia's victory over Devin Haney would have been without any type of controversy at all, I would change that list into the Fantastic 5. And at first I did, before the speculation and before it was proven that Ryan Garcia did take a banned substance. Ryan Garcia's antics, all due respect, are very unprofessional. He's never been a world champion, and it's not even for certain if he's ever going to come back to boxing. What we do know is that Teofimo Lopez is boxing. Teofimo Lopez is chasing greatness. Teofimo Lopez is calling out guys like Terrence Bud Crawford. Even though I'm not really with that fight, I believe Teofimo Lopez has more dragons to slay at 140 pounds and 135 pounds if Tank Davis were to move up. So there's no reason to worry about Bud Crawford, but you got to respect it. And I believe he's serious about that fight, because Teofimo Lopez has called out Lomachenko and fought him. He called out Josh Taylor and fought him. So when he calls somebody out, I believe him. Let's not forget, he also sent Subriel Matias an offer as well. You know, put some respect on the man's name. And I'm the type of guy that I critique my favorite fighters as well. I'm not going to sit here and fanboy, because if I was, I'd be saying Teofimo Lopez beats Terrence Crawford and he beats Canelo and he beats everybody. And I would like to believe that he would. But let's talk about Teofimo Lopez versus Gervonta Davis, Teo versus Shakur Stevenson, Teo versus Pitbull Cruz, Teo versus Ryan Garcia. Those are the fights for Teofimo Lopez, because he is among the young 4 kings of boxing, man. Let's put some respect on his name. That was so out of pocket that they just had a whole interview, 10 minutes, breaking down the 4 kings, and they did not have Teofimo Lopez on that list, but they had Ryan Garcia, who never became a world champion, whose only big win was against Devin Haney, a win that was highly tainted. Even though I still believe he can beat Devin Haney, he went through all that unprofessionalism. Teofimo Lopez has carried himself like a constant professional, despite some of the things that he might say. But inside the ring, he comes in shape, he trains hard, he makes the weight, and he gives it his all. Man, win or lose, he's always in a tough fight. And he only lost 1 fight at the end of the day, but he always gives it his all. whether you want to say he's inconsistent or not. He chases greatness. He chases the big fights. That's what the four kings of the past did, right? The only thing I can say about the current four kings is that Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney, or I would say Gervonta Davis has fought Ryan Garcia. Even though Ryan Garcia is not on the four king list, he is definitely one of the rivals. But Teofimo Lopez took on Vasyl Lomachenko, who's also a very important piece to the puzzle, because Lomachenko took on Devin Haney, and now it's speculated that he might be fighting Tank Davis next. You know, because the original four kings, they had guys that weren't really considered among the four kings, but they played intricate parts in that legacy. Like Wilfredo Benitez, he took on 3 of the 4 young kings, right? Pepino Cuevas took on 2 of the 4 kings. So Lomachenko is a piece to the puzzle, and Teofimo Lopez was the first one to crack that puzzle. So let's put respect on Teofimo Lopez's name, and let's just acknowledge him for what he is. The captain of the young generation. Gervonta Davis, as I stated in a previous video, is the top dog in terms of performances, in terms of consistency. But once again, like I said before, the 4 young kings of boxing is Teofimo Lopez, Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson, and Devin Haney. Let's get it right. Low nose boxing, because low nose boxing, I'm out.